What up, guys? They dropped the Resident Evil survey, so let's just get into that. Hopefully it's something nice, not like the last one. The last one with the bunny, they didn't really do any cool questions. It was just kind of like the regular spiel, which kind of sucks. Hopefully they say something about fucking co-op raid. Dude, I got so railed with this co-op raid. These 3 co-op raids back to back, I got molested, bro. That shit was not fun. New characters. I actually do like Ada a lot. Her kit is pretty nice. Her skins are kind of mid, though. I do think the pass that she gets, that dress, they could have used the Dead by Daylight one. That one looked pretty nice. Let's see, Jill. I mean, Jill is pretty cool. I like her model, but I mean, her kit was pretty ass, all things considered. I mean, Claire's a SR. Like, who cares, bro? I don't know why they even asked that. Ooh, costumes. Let's see. The Killer Wife on fire. Yeah, this dress one... Wait, was this the... Oh, I don't know what this one is. I think this is the sweater one, right? Dude, low-key, the sweater one, I kind of like more than the dress, not gonna lie. I think this is the sweater one. I'm gonna put it was neutral. Y'all... I'm gonna put it... Oh, hold up. How do you spell y'all? Am I dumb? It's like that, right? Holy crap, I have no fucking idea. Am I stupid? I think it's like that. Y'all should have... use the dress that they used in Dead by Daylight. Oh, Jesus. Dead by Daylight. Is that... Wait, Daylight. There we go. Why the fuck couldn't I gotten that? There we go. Jill's classic looks pretty cool. The Jill one, I think, is definitely the best out of Ada and Jill's costumes. That one's crazy mode, I'm not gonna lie. Poor Kay, bro. Kay got that new costume, and it was like, bitch, here, damn, bro, for real. Because they didn't even show up in the event. I mean, Kay barely showed up in the event, but, like, they could at least showed her with her new clothes on. Like, what the fuck, man? Come on. That's fucked up. I wish I could put, like, satisfied. Oh, it doesn't even give me a pop if I click neutral. Fuck my life. Oh, did I see that correctly? Oh, that's pretty nice. Oh, I can't wait to see that. The problem with my event is, personally, I think it not being voiced was a missed opportunity. I'm not gonna lie. I think it being voiced would have definitely helped. But that one part where we went to the basement to look for Polly, and then we heard a gunshot, and then we, like, all met up in the same spot. There was, like, no transition. It was so weird. I thought it was bugged. I don't think it was a bug, but, like, I don't know. It was kind of wonky. The thing I did like about the event, though, all things considered, I did like the theme, the whole spooky mansion. I did like that. The map was pretty cool, and I do like how they gave different girls the time to shine. They didn't include, like, the main 3 counters, right? But they did put in, I mean, D and K, but especially the ACPU, they got a lot of screen time, so to speak. So I did enjoy that, and I do like the parallels between, I believe it was Miranda and Jill, and they showed the scene in the campaign where Miranda, like, looked up and the arc was getting broken into and it was, like, scary, and then I'm pretty sure, like, Jill basically mirrored the same thing. I did like that. Those parallels were pretty cool, and the tone of the event was pretty cool, the theme. I do like that this was kind of Halloween-y. This game doesn't really have a time slot to do a Halloween event, because Anniversary is literally the first couple days of November, so there's, like, no spot for it to be had. So I do enjoy this kind of taking that place. That was pretty nice. There's definitely some work to be done and, like, things that I think should have been changed, but I mean, it wasn't the worst. I do think, though, we should probably keep the collabs per year to 2. I think if they rush this out because they're, like, behind or something, they should probably keep the collabs to 2 a year. I think that's a good precedent to set moving forward, but... Oh, the minigame. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really like the minigame. You know what? I am gonna put dissatisfied. I didn't really like it because, one, it was a bit too long for me. Like, to get a really good run, I feel like I've been trying to get to wave 99 just because, I don't know, maybe I can put, like, an ego video out and I'm like, hey, I got to wave 99. The problem is I have to get to, like, level 30 and then look at my rolls and then gauge on whether I think that's good enough to get a good score. However, if I get, like, something kind of mid and I'm like, it might be a good score, then I have to do, like, 30 extra minutes to see if I actually get to win 99. And sometimes I'll be like, okay, so now I'm at wave 30, and it looks like this build was actually ass cheeks, so, you know, that was a complete waste of time, which does kind of suck. And also, there's not really much gameplay to it, because it's just playing Tetris, and then you click space once in a while. I did enjoy the bunny minigame a little bit more, but this minigame was not my favorite. I don't think it was the worst, but especially doing the dailies. The dailies was pretty fast, so I guess I can't complain about that. If you didn't really care about the minigame and you just wanted to play it to get the gems, like, just play like 3 rounds, you get to like 2,000 points, I think, and then that gives you the daily gems. That was pretty nice, but I don't know. There wasn't really any strats either that did really well. I think the only real strat to get to wave 99 is the perma CC grenade spam, which is okay, but then the runs take an hour long, literally, so it's just, whatever. I'm going to put the mini game gameplay was a bit boring, with there really being no nuance to it. And the runs just took way too long. I think maybe if they had like a 4x speed or 5x speed, maybe it wouldn't be too bad. But like, dude, going to round 50 or something, that runs at least like 30 minutes long at least. I feel like that's a bit too much, especially when it's kind of that type of minigame, if that makes sense. Let's see, minigame was a bit boring, and the runs took way too long. Yeah, I feel like that's good enough. I guess I could go into a bit more depth. Yeah, I'll put, because it was basically playing Tetris and spamming space. And also, how are they not going to let us be able to move the thing around and actually play Tetris? Like, we couldn't really shift the guns around, so it was like weird. How are they going to take that part out of Resident Evil, man? Come on. Have these guys ever played Resident Evil before? Even though I've never played it either? Why is this getting the red, bro? I spelled it right. Is gameplay really a space or a hyphen? Dude, it doesn't matter. Relax, spell check, bro. I think if they're going to make this type of game, I do enjoy like a tower defense game more. I feel like that is kind of a better way of doing this kind of like run-ish kind of game. I don't know. Oh, here we go. Which of the following IPs would you like to collaborate with? It's been so long since we've seen this question on one of these surveys. I don't even think this showed up for the Stellar Blade one. Let's see. What do they have on here? Attack on Titan, Full Metal. I don't know. I don't recognize what this. I don't know how Bochi's gonna work. Let's see. Madoka, Bayonetta, Fairy Tail, Persona, Sword Art Online. But how... How is this gonna work? What the? Okay, wait, like, actually, though, how is this gonna work? Let's see, this incest weird anime. This one, the anime from Fortnite. Spy X Family. How would the Spy X Family work? Yor uses, like, melee weapons, and it's not like she can throw shit, kind of like how, what's-her-face, Raven and Scarlet does. Oh my god, there's a lot of here. Let's see, Metal Gear... That's trendy. Oh my god, there's so much. Oh my god. Stellar Blade, yeah, another one. Dude, this is hilarious. Oh, they have this. I remember someone in my chat was like, they should do a collab with this. But then they were like, it's really not that popular. So I doubt it's going to get any fruition. Hey, look, it's on the survey, so that's good for them. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to do 3. I'm going to select, like, all of them. Okay, Attack on Titan, I wouldn't mind. Full Metal, I think, would be pretty cool. Let's see. Bayonetta, I wouldn't mind either. I don't know how the fuck this is going to work, so I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to click it. Dragon Ball would be pretty fun, though. I feel like females in Dragon Ball don't really get too much to sign, but if we got, like, Bulma or something, Bulma can use her rocket launcher, something goofy. Maybe we can get Launch, even though everybody forgot about Launch. Rebozo. She uses a gun, primarily. But, I don't know. Maybe we can get Kale and Caulifla. But, like, I don't know how melee fighters would work in this. Is there any melee fighters in the game currently? I mean, I guess Rem is a melee fighter, and they gave her a machine gun, right? So, never mind. I guess it could work. But, like, what gun are they gonna give Marn, bro? Like, that is so funny, dude. Oh, I kind of want that to happen, though. Imagine how funny that'd be. Let's see. I mean, how do we get near Wave 2? what other characters could be for Nier? I mean, maybe like the commander or whatever from Nier, but isn't she just like a regular person or like somebody else? I don't remember. Whatever. I think Jujutsu Kaisen would be cool. I don't know how that would work either. Let's see. Fern, I know a lot of people like. I'll click that. Code Geass. I also don't know how this would work. Would they be in mechs? I don't know. I didn't really like Code Geass that much. I don't think I hated it, but it was just kind of weird. I feel like the plot twists in the anime were kind of forced. It was a bit wonky. Ooh, Bleach would go crazy, bro. Definitely click that. I like Demon Slayer would go crazy. Oh, if we can get Konosuba, we can get the, what's her name? Rei Takahashi to be voicing Megumin and Emilion here. That'd be so funny. I guess she does voice Diesel too, right? Let's see. I wouldn't mind Naruto on here. I don't know how these like Gundams would work. Along with like Code Geass, are they going to be in their mech? Oh, but if we get Code Geass, we can get Colin. I actually like Colin. She's pretty fire. Yeah, I'm actually going to click that. Okay, good call, good call. Let's see, Metal Gear. Who could be with that? Honestly, I'm not too familiar with that. Death Stranding, please give me Chun-Li and I'll be happy. Thank you. I mean, Tekken, I wouldn't mind. Fubuki, yes, please. Please give me Fubuki. I don't know. Gintama, dude, I have said this before, but I just imagine how funny it'd be. So in Gintama, if you're not familiar, there's a like mini arc where everybody gets gender bent because they like were fucking with some dude who had powers to basically gender bent the whole world. And the main character got gender bent there. And dude, it'd be so funny if they used him for this game. It would just be so funny. The whole gag of that arc was essentially how the females that got gender bent into males basically solved the problem way faster than the males regularly do, and that was kind of the whole gag. That was pretty funny. Let's see. I mean, I wouldn't mind this one. I forget that one chick's name. I think it's the purple hair girl. What is her name? What is she, like an Oni? I don't even remember. Dang it. I mean, I wouldn't mind more Resident Evil characters. What else do we have? We can get Lady Dimitrescu. Is that a valid? I think that'd be funny. I mean, so really, like, who else would we get, bro? We basically got like everybody from there. If anything, maybe their new IP that they're making. I don't know if that's a direct sequel to Stellar Blade, but they did say they're gonna continue on with that, which I hope the story's a bit better in that next game. I mean, the story for Stellar Blade I didn't enjoy, except the little ending part is kind of like, it felt rushed and kind of, I don't know, unplanned, I suppose. Let's see, I'm not familiar with some of these, so. Oh wait, Black Lagoon's pretty nice though. I will only put one though. Or should I put more? I really should put more. I mean, y'all already know which one I want first. Unfortunately, Sony killed this series because I hate them and they're assholes. So he's like, oh, dude, sorry, we can't do this because censorship. Oh, everybody's gonna get mad at us. And then, oh, would you look at that? Shift Up released the Stellar Blade and everybody wants to buy it. Oh, what happened to your censorship, Sony? Nice fucking cool hill you guys are on, assholes. So, you know, awesome. My series got murdered because of why not, so, you know. Others, though, I'm gonna put more. I don't give a fuck. Alright, definitely I would want that the most. Kill la Kill I would want as well. Let's see. Let me think. What else, dude? Dang it, from the top of my head, I don't really know. I guess I wouldn't mind collabs with, like, other gacha games, but I think this is mostly, like, animes, right? Is this whole list, like, animes? Yeah, like, basically, this whole list is just... no... There's some Street Fighter, never mind. It's animes and games, actually, mostly. What else would I put? Dang it, I can only really think of those two. I'm gonna give myself like 5 minutes. Let me think of something. Alright, I'm not gonna lie to you. I opened up my anime list, and I was like, okay, what have I watched that could... I guess I did get ideas that I could put, but I feel like if I do put that, I'm gonna self-report myself a little bit, so I'm not gonna put that, but I did see some that were genius, bro. I don't think My Hero was on here, right? Dude, if we can get My Hero, if we can get Maruku, oh my goodness, I'm putting that shit on here, baby. That would go crazy mode. I'm not gonna lie. And I did see one more. Fuck, what was I looking at? Oh no, oh yeah, Tower of God, dude. How could I forget? I'm always like, oh dude, you know it'd be awesome if we get a Tower of God collab. And then if we get Yuri in here, we can use like the Black March and we can do something like cool or something. I think that'd be cool. Okay, that's it. That question took a while. I think after that, it's just like nonsense. Oh, I'm not that old. Relax, bro. Alright, boom, boom. Which genre of games did you play the last month? It doesn't really matter. Fortnite did the Halloween thing. That was pretty fire. I saw the Scooby-Doo skin. You already know I had to cop that, baby. Let's see, that one. And where's my gotcha games? I don't even know why they put gotcha games on here. Like, obviously, that's the games I'm playing, bro. I'm doing the survey on it. Come on, man. Let's see. Boom. Where? What the fuck knives out? What is that? What is the Poco? What is that? There's so many random ass fucking things on here now. Way more than what they did before, I think. What the hell are some of these, bro? Oh wait, I know what this one is. Let's see. A veteran player, play it very often, obviously. Let's see. Oh, it's just the same thing now. Boo. I feel like I should start skipping this, bro. I think I yapped enough about, what's it called? The potential collabs. Let me skip this. I'll save you guys the boredom. If there's anything new, then I'll come back. But this looks like the same thing I answer every fucking time we do this. I feel like it's getting a bit boring. Oh, I think this is talking about the mini game, the web browser game or something. Hold up, I think this is new. Or it was the event on Twitter that was like, hey, look at these missing peoples report. I think that was really cool. I hope they keep doing that. Just FYI. I think that's it though. Now for real, I'm gonna cut and then we'll be done with the boring part. Alright, so yeah, there was nothing too crazy at the end there, per usual. I do think they should do more of those Twitter stuff. I did the web browser. That was actually pretty cool. That was way more enjoyable than the Stellar Blade one. So very like web browser thing that they did was kind of short and kind of mid. That one was pretty cool. It was a bit spooky. And it did give us like a preview to what the story would be like with the creepy mansion and scary cult type thing, which I think is pretty cool. But anyways, I think that is it. Oh, I'm so glad we got a collab question in this survey. Oh, dude, hopefully we get some of those, bro. Definitely my number one pick is Senran Kagura, obviously. We can get my wife in there, except we won't because she's not that popular. If anything, she'd probably get like a third wave or something, or maybe an SR unit, which honestly, I'd take an SR unit. Then I can put her as my profile picture on this game, like I have on my Twitter. But we'll see. I don't know how they would even do that though, because do they want to do 2? I don't think they could do 3. 3 units wouldn't really make any sense. I mean, maybe they could, but I think they do 2 and then 2 after. But like, even that, I don't think we've gotten a wave 2 for anything except, except Neon Genesis Evangelion, which I feel like that was a bit wonky because it was literally back to back. So far, I don't know how keen they are on doing wave 2 of collabs. So if we get a wave 1 of that, it probably won't be exactly what I want, but that game has so many characters to pull from. Obviously, it's probably going to leave me wanting more, which is gonna suck, but hopefully they still do something like that. But anywho, I think that is it from me. Let me know what you guys think about the Resident Evil event as a whole and the survey and what collabs you would want to see in the future. I think that's a pretty cool question that they ask. And by the way, the actual choices that they have listed on there honestly gives us a pretty good gauge of what is possible, especially since I think all the collabs that currently have come out were technically on the survey that we could select. So I mean, hey, if there is a IP that's on that survey that you really like, there's a chance that could be the next collab. So make sure you let them know. But I think that is it from me, so I will catch you guys later.